Let's do a quick rendering of our hammer. So I'm going to switch to my rendered viewport. And again, you can see all of my objects there. What I'm going to do is here with my layers, I'm going to turn off my curves layer and my construction layer. I don't need to see that. And this is on the default layer. I can turn that off too. Only want to see my hammer. And again, I start off with this Arctic looking background here. So the first thing I'd like to do when I'm rendering, again, let's get a environment here. There are a lot of environments. A lot of these I don't find they work very nicely. I like the Rhino Studio for a standard environment. Okay, so the Rhino Studio is good because you've got these skylights up in the background. It's a very, very minimal environment, but it does give you some interesting lighting that plays off of the surfaces. And of course you can go and modify that later. So for my materials here, now you can see I've got hammer millimeter here, so that's the picture that I used. That actually got imported into my materials library, and that was the material that I coated the surface with. But I don't need that anymore, so I could delete that. I'm going to, let's see, I'm going to make a plastic handle, and we'll make it blue. Actually, I made my screwdriver blue, so let's make this one, let's make this red. Okay, red plastic, drag that on there. And for the head, let's make that metal. And let's go for the metal color. Let's go nuts here. Let's go with titanium. Of course, for the cost of that, that'll make this a few $1,000s worth of titanium there. But it looks good. And again, you can see the reflections from those skylights from the environment, and that actually makes it quite nice. One last little thing I want to do before I render it is, for my plastic, is I'm going to add in a bump map. And let's see if I can do that. Problem with plastic is that you can't really edit it very much. So I'm going to create my own custom material. So custom material, I'll start off with a color. Here's my red color. And I'm going to make sure, so it is going to be glossy, so 100% glossy, and I'll actually drag that over here on top here so you can actually see the changes here. So here is a matte color, and here's a glossy color. Now glossy also depends on what's called reflectivity, how reflective the material is. So now that is 100% reflective, which means now it's become a mirror surface. It is reflecting all of the light that is coming off of it. So it actually stops being red because it's actually absorbing all the red. So I have to watch the reflectivity, and it's going to reflect a lot of light, but not all the light. So my bump map is in the directory with the handle, so I'm going to select handle bump right here. Okay, so you see what it does now. What the bump file is it's a black and white picture with some high points and some low points. So wherever the black is, it's going to make this look like a little indentation. Wherever the white is, it's going to make it look raised. So it makes for an interesting texture. I don't know if that's exactly what I wanted, but it's an interesting little feature there.